Welcome back to the Bazaar, where I have a bit of a confession. I'm a pig main now. I love him. I love this guy. This frickin' pig. He's just so much fun. And he even has some pretty good enchanted items. I think, you know, best wisdom, you should start with gold. This is the gold guy. But you can pretty easily, on these early days, get income regardless. And these are decent, not very good. Could be good, but Fiery Steam Ladle, something I like to go anyways, because I've been doing some freeze builds lately. They feel pretty good. Actually, I think I have the music off here. Let me turn that on for you guys so you can hear those tasty licks of the music pack. And we'll see what we got here. Curio First Shop is not the worst thing in the world, but I'd rather just go straight to Mushroom. We can take a neutral item, but I'm just going to get some gold because we didn't take the gold start, so just getting 4 off the bat is very nice. And then I'll just go Pyro. We could go to Kimono and get Silk, but that's just really boring to me. I really don't like doing just Silk, Spiky Shield, Crusher Claw. Like, it's just so overdone. Like, not that freeze is the most exciting thing in the world, but I guess coming from the angle of a Vanessa main, as I was for most of the Bazaar lifestyle, or lifespan so far, and then I played some Mac too, and then I kind of got into Pig a little bit, never like Dually that much, and now I'm kind of hopping on and doing a lot more Pig, and I've been playing him basically this whole season. It's just, the freeze can be fun, because I just haven't touched it on a lot of other characters. Even when I would play Mac, like, maybe I do a Tomb of the Ancients run here or there. You know, you had some freeze there, but not to the degree that you get it on this character. That's nice. That'll be double, so it's going to be 2 burn usually, but that's going to put us straight up to 8 there. It's 4 burn. I really do want to go to Finn's so good early, but we got to get some small items on board here so we can see if we can get some just other stuff going off to hopefully stand a chance on this first fight. I'm going to skip that, though, and then I'll roll really quick. That's what I was looking for. We're going to grab this. We can go ahead and put that next to the rewards card so we can start building the change up on that and get some good money on day 2. And not the best of brass knuckles there. So we're going to go take our skill. And don't really want weapons particularly. We might be going weapons later, but we'll see what it turns into. Supply crate, always fine early. I would like to go here, but none of these are food, toys, or friends, so we don't even have the skill from that anyway, so I'd rather just go here and see if we can fill this board really quick. I will level that up. It only costs 2, and again, we have the rewards card going on it, so next day we'll get some good money from that. Succulent's good, 5-second small item, and we can go for a cargo shorts as well. We don't have any weapons in the... Yeah, we could. Otherwise, I'm rolling and counting on more smalls, which I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, because that's a 4-second go, kind of crazy. And then I don't really want to play Fixer Upper. And I could crack this open and grab Pinata, but I think we'll chill. The thing is, Hality here, you know, Matchbox is only going to get charged off of non-weapon items, so that's not going to help here, but I think we'll be fine. Don't have anything to scale this. Very possible we just lose. Really depends what this Vanessa's running. Vanessa's can easily have shield early game. So if she has any shield, it's a bit of a counter. She does have a little bit. That's a life preserver, presuming, though. So it's going to be some sustain there. And we don't really have sustain because the Succulence is not charged all yet. We only have 1 shield on those heirlooms right there. So the burn we are going to put out is going to be pretty good. When it gets halved, when those shield procs come out, is honestly her biggest saving grace. And those hits right there are pretty scary. I think she even got a crit there, maybe. The thing is, we're going to lose regardless because she has the Reserver and gets to come back to life from that. Just super, super good Vanessa item early. Even just at bronze there, bring you back 200 health. Like, fair and square, did we beat her? Yes, but is that how the Bazaar goes every time? No, so it is what it is. And we got a sharpening stone, and honestly, since I see a shop here, I might look for a yo-yo early, which I always like to look for. The Washawali can be great if we can get 1 property. I'm going to crack this open, hit a roll, and then chill for a second. And get another one, and upgrade our items as well. Both just cost 2, so we'll spend all 4. Upgrade these, and that's pretty nice. Maybe some burn skills. Early burn can go crazy here. I mean, it's just too bad we couldn't win that day 1. Shrimply because they had some silliness going on with the life preserver tech, but not the biggest deal. And those bandages are actually nice, because now we can take this Hality out and just go ahead and shove this guy in. Like I said, I'm going to save this in case I find a yo-yo. I'm going to hit Covetous here, I think. Because if we find a yo-yo, it only starts at 1 damage, but it can be a nice little combo. People think you don't really want a yo-yo on a board with Matchbox, but there actually is some use cases for it. The favorite thing that I like to do is get a marbles, and then you can actually put the yo-yo next to the marbles, and it becomes a little chain where you have the marbles in between the matchbox and the yo-yo. And then even though it's a weapon, so it's not charging the matchbox itself, it can charge the marbles even more, which charges the matchbox even more, which charges the yo-yo even more, and it makes a little engine right there. So from early game, it can be pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and... I mean, we have money here, right? Medium's early, though. I mean, if I can find an early cold room, I wouldn't mind it, so I will go ahead and check here.
What can I get you?
And we're just plowing up this other guy right here, and he's only gonna give us bronze coins. That's completely fine with me. Just sell this guy right now. Probably hit a roll. I can put this in if I want to get more damage and heal, but since I don't even have this multicast or anything, I'm not going to go on that. I don't really want to go weapons like we're saying. And showcase could be an angle, but I think we're more so sitting in the burn boat and just trying to get some weapon spam early if we can. Value would literally give this guy some extra shield, which I guess could be something. But we're just going to take a bronze item and see what it is. Could be an upgrade for one of our weapons. Could be a slingshot, which again, you know, if I was going to go for that, showcase would have been very nice first there. I really do want a cold room, which is not as likely to drop so early. I'll sell some extra coins here so we can go ahead and grab upgrades on both of these. A property would have been nice too, which we might still be able to find here. That'd just be like the double whammy of cold room, as I could freeze, scale up our fiery steam ladle, and get double casting on this Awashawali. So we will actually roll here. Yeah. I'll go ahead and do so on little bro, and then we'll just launch you into that and take a little bit of extra. Or actually, Jason weapons getting 10 damage. Heal items, 5 second. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. I could go bushel as well, but you know, that's when you shield. I feel like we're just gonna kind of pump our heals right now instead. So you do buff shield items and heal items and weapons, of course, every 5, and then you're gonna scale yourself. You're not double casting yet though, but you start at a higher value. So let's just go ahead and keep scaling you, and we'll put you on there too because you scale both. That'll be good for me. And we'll send that, see what we can get there. Could very well still just lose this day, depending if he has some really good weapon spam, which he could. He could have some just early lumbors. He could have a showcase going, which he does have a showcase going, I think, with a piglet launcher, which is low starting damage, which can be nice for us. And he doesn't have the most shield, and since his shield isn't scaling, hopefully we can spam enough burn to take him down. But showcase is just so good, even at bronze on like a day 2 like this, that it's still very, very scary. These heals are going to be nice right here to bring me back into it a little bit, to the point that I think we should be able to burn him out. Okay. 6 HP is 5 more HP than we need, so I'm not going to complain about that. I like Matchbox a lot for early wins, because it can get you to 4 pretty simply, and then you got to find your pivot point by then, usually. But I do want to go for this freeze again. We're going to keep looking at Herma here, and just looking for that cold room. Obviously, skills are great. At the same time, we are building up this guy too, so whenever we do want to sell him, we can. Another sharpening stone, honestly, I'm just going to sell it. We could go for a pickles launcher. Thing is, it's a weapon. It's not going to go too crazy in the matchbox itself. Could look for a bushel, but I don't really want to look for a bronze one. Weights is interesting. Even putting succulents to gold to scale it more right now, if it's going to be on the board, it could just be better, is something. This would buff our weapons and heals, but I'd rather just have the Ganjo right now. How much do you cost? 4?
Be careful, okay?
But right now, I think I'd rather just keep building this piggy bank, at least one more shop, with the rewards card, not putting money directly into the piggy bank. And then you could do silver. I really just want to... Not really the place I want to dig for cold room, but I still just might. We could do that for heirlooms. Could do a money furnace build. I've never done one. It just is a lot of investment, especially early. You want to get this thing and spend 8 gold to increase its value, but you do that every fight, so you have to have that 8 gold going into those fights. Just not very consistent. We could get a crystal bonsai and start stacking it too. I might. Our board's going to expand soon. We can sell these and get a roll and just see what drops. And that is very fascinating, and that's very fascinating too. Now, the thing is, we don't have any weapons, but we could definitely find some of the rest of the day. And if we could just want to hold this for now, because we have some good shielding stuff. I mean, not great shielding stuff. Like, these can be fine. We really want, like, a Piggles protector. Like I said, find that yo-yo and stuff, but this can be so good. You get into some wrist warrior shenanigans, of course. So it's probably what we're going to be looking for. But I think We're gonna dive in for it a little bit, I think. I know I just bought you, but let's knock you into the sun first. Grab that. Put it in the bag, little bro. I kind of want that too, just because I really get somewhere with it later on. But it's just out of investment for now. Let's chill for a second, because we still want to leave the option open of going towards some kind of freeze, maybe with the steam ladle, and then most likely like the Atarian later on, and especially that's why we're going to fight this guy, because now we have the 28-hour fitness. If we get some items that can lean towards that in this day, it'll be a really nice pivot. Just going that on day 3 can be a really, really, really strong board that other people just aren't going to be able to stack up to, as long as you have the items to back it up. But if we just get a snow globe here, we can really start looking for that cold room, which we've already looked for it a little bit, but see what they want to give us. Okay, frozen bludgeon. Okay, so it doesn't excite me as much. Not wanting to stick as much to that freeze build. Now, the thing is, we need weapons as well if we're going to go for this 20-hour fitness, but we still need some good shield stuff too. We could even go showcase instead of the 28-hour fitness right now and try to go more so for the shield. We actually do want this if we're going to go 28-hour fitness, because that is very good for multicasting some toys. So I might even just grab that. These would not be the best just shield items for the 28-hour fitness right now, but it still could be fine. Upgrade an item. Not the rest time really hit that. There's a little bit silver already. We could just hit the Ganjo, because even if we do have this 20-hour fitness going, we might still just want to play Ganjo, because it's just going to be some extra scaling on weapons and shield items. And as weird as it is, we actually could sell a little bit and get some just stinky curio weapons. Mostly a Fang is what I'm looking for, which we're not going to see any Fang yet. But like, this is 6 seconds, that's 8 seconds. This one's slow, but we could do some stuff here. Let's throw you in the dirt, and let's see maybe what we'd want to build here. No toys yet to go crazy with this, so don't really have to worry about that. Might still just want to keep that in, especially if we're going like mostly shield. And then we'd probably keep you there. I'll put you on board.
Now that's a bargain.
I'll grab you and roll really quick. Could have got Junkyard Club too there. And unfortunately, no Fang. I really wanted to see a Fang would have been a 3-second weapon, and we've had some actual chance with that. Yeah, I mean, you're just a little extra. You being 6 is not the greatest. You being 8, also not the greatest. But it's fully possible. I'm gonna let this guy scale, because these guys will scale from this. Not as much, but they will. Yeah. I don't really want to sell anything else to go licky on it here. I think we'll just chill on it. We could get some more base crit and shield and all that, but as much as we could, we probably just say no. And at the same time, you might even just try to do one more Matchbox day really quick. But if we want to do another Matchbox day, I was just doing this so I get 2 times on a Washawali, which would be, yeah, every 5 seconds times 2 versus that. Yeah, I mean, not great. Okay, weird board, but we're gonna give it a try. I was like, if we just take the Ganjo out, as much as I like the scaling from the Ganjo directly on the items that I wanted, as being the bandage and then Washawali, we're gonna make the Washawali 2 times anyways for the Matchbox. We have some other non-weapon items for the Matchbox still, and the Steam Ladle just at 8 burn is nice. Now Mr. Richardson is gonna scale. It's the biggest defense they have against us right now for the burn, and they're just hit. That's a crazy Obsidian Revolver. Very, very crazy.
I paint my ship red.
Yeah, I wasn't making 300 shield. If I had a yo-yo and stuff, maybe. So I was like, I'm just going to put the weapons out there regardless, so I can just maybe get some scaling off those, get shield up a little bit. If the enemy isn't lucky on what their build is right now, we'd be fine. Lovely. But they were lucky to a certain degree, so it is what it is. Okay.
I prefer
Sure, brother. Sure. want to get you two out of here this day. We still don't want to play with these two, so we still want to look for more weapons. These are just not great ones. We want faster weapons so we can get our scaling going quicker. You're nice. And you can actually work with our model ship. We still want more scaling as a whole. And we don't have as much ammo with this thing, so we don't have other toys, but we will get there. You're actually a 5-second weapon. I wouldn't even mind replacing these two with this guy. And then, blasting those out. Yeah, you're going in the ditch for now, little bro. And then weird, but put him on board. We could have even done the golf clubs if we wanted to, because they do scale with heals, which you do still have some heals out there. But we're gonna chill. Oh, we don't have anything. I don't have enough to sell to get a ticket. I mean, technically, I could get one if I sold enough, but I'm just gonna take a small weapon, to be honest with you, and hope it was a yo-yo, or even just a Hality upgrade, or even just a warrior helmet I would have took. But it is what it is. We're just gonna try to get some money off this fight, and then sell whatever we can as we go into hopefully another shop with just some weapons. We need to hit a yo-yo, or any other toys really for that matter. Even a Piggles Protector would be really nice. We could 2 times cast that and 2 times cast this, which then this will get more ammo, scale us up a lot more. We can get some good shielding going then. You can see these are both almost 100 shielding at this point. I mean, Hality 2 times casting, 202 damage there is not too bad. And then the Washwally doesn't need to stay on board, especially now that it's not scaling. So that's another thing we can take off. It's not prime at the least right now, but it's got potential. Yeah, let me single weapon briefcase. I've actually always wanted to do that. I'll check mediums. There could be a better weapon here. That's a toy. That's a toy. And now this also says when you use a small item, which this is 2 casting, that would be good for this guy. So honestly, we could make some moves here. The question is, how do we want to make those moves? I'm just going to send you the Shadow Realm for some money. You're probably not coming in either, and I can sell this guy too if we really want to. I'm just thinking here. Remember, this too also is a toy. Can you move away really quick? Yeah, I kind of want you there. You're not very good right now, but are you better than this guy since he's not scaling his heals? Yeah, probably. And then I could put you in 2 times, 2 times. I think at the very least I'm going to hold this really quick, but not necessarily put it in yet. Cargo shorts could be good too. But let me level here. See what our skill is. That has to be most of our board. Then it has to be most of our board. But we'll check. You really want to yo-yo if you're going to go for the Piggles launcher because it's the best you can chain on it. Send me full blast. Yeah. I'm not really doing any of that, am I? I mean, that could be good. Right now, I want to save money for the last shop, and I don't really want to spend the money on rolling there. Unfortunately, not a weapon shop here. I'm actually going to go a little crazy. Take this and hope I get like an Uzi. Tzizidian Dagger. Not exactly what I was looking for. I'm not really going for a potion build right now, little bro. We could literally take this out and run this instead. And let just the multicast from all the smalls charge this thing up a little bit. Because it is shielding and damage. It's either that or I have this shoot 8 times with these scaling it. He's yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run it like that and hope for some burst. Is what I'm gonna go for. And then yeah, none of you are gonna be toys, so I'm gonna put you over there. Don't have any right-handed, left-handed, right eye, left eye kind of stuff. A lot of the pigs in the pool today. Okay. 850 health. Okay, same amount of health as us. So he hasn't been health maxing either. Also going matchbox. Interesting. I guess, I see what he's going for. He's going to have actually a lot of shield. This is kind of what I was scared of. What I wanted when I put the yo-yo on was like, we're going to have 8 shots of it. So either we just burst him down enough with those 8 shots, like this is going to be our last shots of it, which is nice. But then that's most of our damage. Now I'm just like, shoot, he's going to get that shield off again. And that's what scares me. So that's, we should still kill here. Nice, okay. That's the gamble I was taking. We could have put in the Piggles launcher, which would have gone more infinite, right? Because it wasn't going to run out of ammo. I thought about that. I decided my best chance here, since it's like it's more of an early day. People don't have as much health yet, even though we did run dual pig, of course, which was a little scarier there with the shield healing he can't have, is to just put this in, get as many shots of it as I can, especially with the double cast, and just go a little blicky with it, and it worked out, so I'm not complaining. Could upgrade this, it really just gets like plus 10 and then a little bit extra burn on it. So not the best there. Versus silver tier items could literally just be an upgrade to this. Obviously, we want a bad blocker. Kind of need a pen FT. Could get a ledger so we can get some more value on our items to get that bad blocker going more. Could even go pepper spray, but I'm chilling on that. And that is so beautiful. The yo-yo and the upgrade to the slingshot in the same shop. If you're wondering, yes, I did just cream my pants. All right. Just going to take a fight, most likely. Let's cast you to the Shadow Realm. Cast you to the Shadow Realm. Respectfully, you can join them. And you can go too, little bro. And then we need to reconfigure this a little bit. So, let's think about this. Pull everything out for a second. No, we probably want to go this. And the question becomes, do we want to do this? And then as weird as it is, this is not going to multicast at all yet, right? So once it does multicast, that could be our board. Could be. We could also just put this in because it's 2 times cast for this guy. And it's weird. Like this guy, 5 seconds, 2 times cast. But this is going to scale with the shield, obviously, and it goes off 2 times in 8 seconds versus 2 times in 10 seconds. Or actually, sorry, that's 4 times in 10 seconds. So Wash Volley will be better for that, but this does scale. I think we just pop Wash Volley in then. Goes off more. That's what we want right now. We just want everything to chain a little bit if it can. And we'll try for a fight here. Okay, that could be good for us. Sure. A little bit of damage. This yo-yo's gonna, or the slingshot here, are gonna come in clutch. We have 12 ammo on it now. So all the work you just did with the ammo that I had out of the last fight, just turn that up even more. Actually, we'll still put the damage on this, though, because we want to have him starting at a higher point if we can. We'll put the shield on you, because hopefully you're going to stay for a while. The same thing with the healing, even though the Wash Volley, this might heal more overall. And I could go here. We could look for a Shiny Fang in the Diamond Fang skill. But I'm going to go here because I'd like to have augmented weaponry or defenses. If you can get either one on a 28-hour fitness build, they're just really good. Because you're scaling your damage and your shields with a build like this. So if you can just do both, or one or the other with a skill, out of combat, and then have your scaling in combat as well, it's just double effectiveness. That slow is really annoying from that pepper spray. But you can see we're scaling pretty darn good. 233 shield, 300 shield, 91, 835 shield overall. Okay. Let's check how many times these things went off to see if we're placing correctly. So this only went off 5. This went off 6. We probably want to move this over to have that next to the yo-yo. Yeah. I could multicast this too. Which maybe I should. That going 8 times, that was just so nice. 778. But if that was going more. Okay. Okay. Bring that over. Let him 2 times. I want to see how that does on the next fight. Scrap is good. We actually have some money, though. We have some more stuff we can sell. So let's go ahead and look for some stuff we could buy here for some upgrades. Bad blocker, obviously beautiful. Like I said, still want a pen FT, but we can buy stuff like this and get a truffle out of it and start raising the value of stuff a little bit. We'll put it on here. Probably could put it on the gym, too. It's not a big deal, though. I could even save the temp shelter. And if I want to, I could re-roll it because I might be able to re-roll it into a gold pig's 28-hour fitness, which could just be great. I'll look for a pickles launcher upgrade. Model ship upgrade is only 10 shield. Kind of boring, but literally better than nothing. Hypergreens 2 could actually be something if we wanted to scale a bunch of our value in the middle of a fight and then try to bad blocker a little more. But I think for now we're kind of chilling on that. I have some stuff we can sell going into the next day, especially considering that gold large items. So we'll let our income come to us, go to the next day, and just hope we can scuff out something against a Mac here. We do have some healing, so we can cleanse some of this poison that he clearly has. And then that is a gold fungal spores, which is going to raise his poison quite a bit. Is this thing, it is scaling already, so everything has is scaling, which is a little bit scary here. Most of our stuff is going to come from this burst when like that goes off double times, 2 times. Yeah, the yo-yo goes off 4 times when the Wash Volley goes off, so this should be our next burst should kill here, I think. Very good. And we still had almost 1,600 shields there, so we're not complaining there. This, moving this over to have double cast 2 was very smart, because that's 2 times healing, which means it's cleansing twice as well. So for a Mac, that was also keeping him at bay quite a bit, so we like that. That's why I like Pig. I feel like he does a lot of fun little things like that. Mediums, not too interested. Sergeant Suds, dude. Imagine this guy screams at you and you just pick him up and scrub your balls with him. Like, what's he gonna do? He's a bar of soap, little bro. Sorry, these are just things I think about. Okay. The question is where we want to take this as we keep going. We can keep it very toyed up with the double cast. Like, it's going really well. The more we upgrade this, the more it charges, the more everything just bursts down, bursts down, bursts down. If we get some, like, turbo enchantment maybe on the gym and get some more, of haste going around, that'd be really good for us, especially to keep charging it up. This could be really nice for us. All we have is toys.
Never too old to play.
A wand. Non-weapon items. I mostly plan to have weapon items. Seems so crazy that I'm just gonna hold it.
Play with it? I show you now.
I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of most of this. Hold that. Hold that so we can use it in combat.
It's okay. You take.
Could literally do that for some bad blocker technology, but that's what I wanted. If we're gonna do bad blocker, I want it to come from pin FT, which could be a little weird, but I have an idea of how we could do it. Honestly, at this point, if I can get help from little weird things like that, I'll go ahead and do it. Speedrunner could be good as well, but the thing is we have to balance out how much we have in terms of shielded and weapon stuff, because we have too much non-shielded, non-weapon stuff, and that's not good for us. I'm just gonna keep you on here and go like that. We'll be completely fine. And then we'll go from there. Can I be infernal? I feel like I don't want to really risk it too much. Like, I'm fine chilling and just beating up the foreman, getting a little extra loot from the boomerang here and chilling on it. The only thing is the only shielding we have now is coming out of the model ship, which we're still gonna make it have pretty good shielding once it does go off. Like, that's gonna be a 140 there. I guess not that great. Should be enough to kill this guy, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Yeah, our next bursts are gonna go pretty hard here. Get a little healing, a little more shield's gonna come out. And then, there we go. Yeah, we're good. Okay. This guy, like, deceptively can kind of smack your balls around. And, like, I'm into that. Don't get me wrong. But, look at that. 1350 for that forklift. Bro is certified. Speaking of forklift, sure. I'll take one. Let's see what kind of loot we got here in a second. Lethargy, not really for us right now. We're not using any large items. Arms dealer could be good. I'm fine to roll because we have some stuff we can sell for sure. Weapons have damage equal to your income is probably something I'm just going to take. Yeah, for sure. And we can just try to raise our income and get base damage, so when we start off, we're just hitting harder. And we're just going to straight hit the Sterling on it and put that right into our 28-hour fitness. It'll be really good on our yo-yo, too, because that's a big part of our engine. But obviously, the thing that we get to scale our stuff is what we want to look for. And small and large, it's possible we could actually get our 28-hour fitness to diamond tier. Things like this make me interested to, like, drop off the toy stuff a little bit. I'm just going to sell that and go more so for some spamminess. But here's where we need to think about what we want to do. So pin FT here going off every 3 seconds, obviously very nice. I think I'll probably move this over, so once it's going off a bunch, it's going off next to this guy. And this guy's going to be going off a lot too, so we could put him next to the yo-yo. There's nothing wrong with it, but for the most part, I think we don't. Losing the multicast is also something we might not want to do. We might not have to do. Like, a Wash Wally can go out, and as much as this is good, it also could go out, and you could go like that. This is doing 3 every 3. Yeah, so we'll get 6 value before this goes off for the first time, which is only going to put you at 10. This needs to be, it has to be at 11, and it says you haven't played value over 10, right? So it has to be over 10 value. But we will get some good multicast regardless. Just thinking. It looks like a good board to me. Let's roll here and see if they want to drop us anything. Okay. That's actually helpful. You can go ahead, drop that in there. Get a little extra value on this guy. And just like that, now, when this goes off for the first time, we will get an extra multicast from it, because the yo-yo will be at a good enough level of value. And I think I'm just going to run it like this. This is going to scale up our damage way better. Obviously, make these go off a bunch, because when you use a small item, charges this. It's going to be charging like crazy. Not having it next to one of these is not going to charge it as much, but this going 3 seconds, and then, well, in that case, honestly, 8. Yeah, we'll start a little slower by not having the pin FT next to the yo-yo, but what we really want anyways is for the bad blocker to go off and be a big punch. We want it to just hit really fast, really hard, and hopefully only have to do that like twice. That is an immediate sandstorm. That's not good for us, I think. Oh, that was a freeze. Okay. Well, please stop freezing me. That's actually gonna make me times 7 cast here, so he's just dead. Kind of screwed himself. The thing is, I have some pretty good shield even when he wants to freeze my nuts like I'm in the Arctic Circle, and he's a Mac. Like, there's a reason you kind of only get a bunch of bronze potions and then spam them out. He also doesn't even have the Vial Launcher yet, so bro is just straggling along with whatever he's found so far. But hey, we got to 4 wins, so I'm not mad about it. And the Macs are going to get only more annoying from there, so we're going to chill. We don't really have much good econ yet, so I'd really like to find some, which is where you find things like this that actually could go pretty crazy for us. But that's mostly if you're going to do something like a Wrist Warrior, which, as of right now, we're not planning to, and I'd rather use Sponsored Apparel anyways, so I'm going to do something like that. I'm talking about this the other day with my friend. Why is there 2 large items for Pig that are both just gems? Why are we doing that? We couldn't be a little more creative? I think we could make a different large item for Pig that's not just like, hey, he works out here. Okay. Unlikely we find anything here we really like want. Maybe we can find something just to sell and get some shmoney off of. Sell for 6. Get small reagent. We could make some potions. I'm not gonna roll any more than that, I don't think. I will honestly take this because we can just get truffles every day. And if we get truffles every day, sure, some extra burn. Then we can go ahead. So I don't want to fight one. It should be fine. And put that value straight into our items so that I don't even need the pin FT. Like if everything starts at +10, then we won't need the pin FT. And then we can put the slingshot back in, get another fast weapon going off that we can also keep scaling up, and that could be an even better board. See here, it's definitely not as good without the Piggles launcher. But even still, when this thing goes out 7 times here, it's gonna be pretty freaking fresh, I think, of the damage you'll see from the yo-yo flying out. If it ever goes off. Yeah, thank you. I know I'm bonked. I get that. Bonk would actually be just stellar for us here. Slowing down our enemies, which we're not going to be able to do, would have took us to the next level, because sometimes with a board like this, it takes a little bit to get off the ground. You're never coming in. Got crit. I want the crit on you. Okay. I'm going to go weapon skills here. See what we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so another of those. Not freezing anything yet, so we don't want the middle one. Oh, but just upgrading this is not too bad. Right-handed also pretty darn good from starting damage, especially because it's 2 casting. And then we get also lifting, which I really like too. Going crazy, we need to just keep trying to win and just not fall off if we can. So I'm just going to take the right-handed. That going immediately on here, being 60 extra damage because it's multicasting, is just really nice. And we'll ramp from there. Do I want the coins? I don't think I really care all that much. We're really just looking for like a yo-yo upgrade here. Again, when I can get truffles, I'll do it, because I can just raise the value on all this stuff. Let's do this guy. Get him starting 4. Whatever gets them to 11 as quickly as possible is what we want to see. Again, some decent items there, but ooh, another sterling. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna put that straight on the yo-yo. Now most of our board is gold here, which we really like. Puts him closer again to starting at that amount of value that we really need. This guy is doing pretty well. Just as well as us, we should say. I think he also only lost A1, so we'll see how he's doing.
Not to squabble with nobody.
Submersible submarine, or no, submersible flagship with a thick Julian. 128 is pretty darn thick for this point of the board. We need this to go off with our bad blocker here. Only ×4 bad blocker is kind of scary, but as you can see there, when bad blocker went off ×4 there, and we flew up to 1200 shield and took his rectum and literally just put it in a little blender. So I'm not complaining about that. 1652, that's the power of a gold yo-yo, and we can get it even stronger than that. And like I said, if we can get to the point that we don't have to have the pin FT on board, we can put the slingshot on there too, and then have another 4-second weapon that's scaling to the degrees like that. Like, yeah, That's good. So we're gonna keep going small items so we can try to get these things as strong as we can. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna keep putting the damage on you. Let's get you up a little more. And just put him over the 10. Put him over the 10. Why not? Could do stuff like that as well. Not really wanting to do that right now, though. Bandages could be fine for later. Just have another little shielding item in there. Monocle could even be something shield equal to triple your gold. If you get to the point where your board is just kind of set, then you can put something like that in. And save your money, and then it can just be base a lot of shield, but we don't really need that. Oh my god, another Sterling. Well, let's see. I can do my rewards card. The slingshot's already there. Weird. I could also just do the pin FT. Like I said, I just want to raise my values out of combat anyways. I'm just going to do this really quick so we can go into our next combat and just get some more money from him. Probably should have gone to the left there. I only went here because it's the middle one. It gets a little more money, and I'm pretty sure we can still beat him. And we'll get gold loot from this boomerang now. I'm usually not much of a boomerang guy. Like, I get it. I completely understand why it's good, obviously. It's loot. Like, we took the supply crate skill at the beginning for a reason, right? But some things I do find a little tedious on Pig. I think that's why I didn't like him when I first played him, and he kind of grew on me a bit. Okay, that's beautiful. 15 extra damage right off the bat. The buy-selling type stuff, I'm fine with. It's become more enjoyable than tedious to me at this point. You need your own value up too. But things like swapping stuff out every time you want to go to a fight, whatnot, can be a little annoying. Medium and large, we gotta check there. There's some big upgrades we could take. You just literally, your DiMaggio. Okay, I don't really care about your Joe DiMaggio. Bootstraps tickles my ivories, though. Let me tell you very much. If I was a piano, this thing would be tickling my ivories all over the place. The only thing is we already have everything to gold, so we'd have to get this to diamond and then start going off on it. Not everything's a gold, obviously, but most things are. And then we're about to hit 10 anyways, so it's like, we're probably not going to do the bootstraps. But there we go, get that to silver. The thing with bootstraps is obviously you want to put a nice enchantment on it. Like obsidian would be amazing for us here, and then we could put obsidian on all of our stuff. Even shielded would be amazing. But would I do that when I'm about to hit 10 and the thing's only at silver? It's a little riskier, especially when we want to keep our momentum up here. And with burn, that's good. We'd rather see a burn mac than a poison mac, although that is a lot of burn. So the question is, can we get enough shield going fast enough to take the burn and then knock him down? I think that it's a definitive yes, to be honest with you, because we should kill him just off this burst right here. There we go, that's what I'm saying. And then we have all that shield right there to suck up that burn. So poison max, obviously very scary. Even regen scaling max could be a little scary for us, but at the same time, regen scaling max shouldn't be too scary for us in the mid game here, because it takes a while to scale it, and then we have a good burst comp with what we have right now. So we'd like to see really any max are fine for us right now, but as the later we go, the scarier they get. Yeah, we're probably not going to do bootstrap technology, to be completely frank with you, and I'm sorry for calling myself frank, but last ditch effort is we'll look here. Okay, did not find anything. Could do sponsor apparel. We don't even have a wrist warrior, kind of like I said a few times now, so we're not even going to look about that too much. So what we have here, honestly, is pretty darn good. And I've wanted to do a build, honestly, where I've done burning Piggles Launcher, because I've had some builds. I had a build the other day where I had like, I think it was like 15 burn on this thing, and it was going kind of nutty. But that was a Jabalian drum build. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. Let me check really quick. Or, no, I actually have it up on my screen already. Shield 20 hour fitness. When you use a weapon or shield item, it shields 30, which is awesome. But I'm just going to shield the yo-yo, because now it's a weapon and a shield item, so it's going to double scale off of 20 hour fitness, which will just give us that extra smack of survivability. And since I did that, we're probably not going to go and use bootstraps. I'll just gonna get rid of them to make things a little simpler here. And honestly, Oasis Guardian, not bad for us. This skill is really nice if you're doing any kind of builds that have 3 or more usually non-weapon items, because it can just give you that nice hit of extra regen, which with us, when it takes us maybe a second to get our shield really stacked up to a crazy degree, can be nice. Oh my god, look at that shield. Look at that shield when we don't even have Piggles Launcher on the board. So if we can get that skill, it's just a nice little bit of extra regen that we can put on top of ourselves. But we're gonna get a Nightshade, which actually isn't terrible. We're gonna keep slamming XP. I'm gonna save that Nightshade for the next day if I can. Nothing here is like that crazy. Like, would be fine, would be good, could be great if I get my income up, but my income's not even that great. Could be nice. But I'd rather just see if I could upgrade my items and take something like that. Okay. Well, we'll ammo you for now. I think it's your time to go, and you can join them. You get back on there, little bro. I'm gonna take this so we can start stacking up some extra health. That's literally just 200 health every single day, and we'll hit a Rolling Steins on that. And of course, now I find diamond boots. Yeah, that's actually hilarious. But it is also just really good. I think I'd love to do you, but we're not going to. Get in my bag, little bro. And on the next day, we're just going to start spending money so we can try to get as much upgrades as we can. Because we could literally get Diamond Yo-Yo and Diamond 28-Hour Fitness and Diamond Bad Blocker tomorrow if we get some lucky hits. Is he playing just 3 dinosaurs just so we can destroy stuff? You're scum. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think that you should fall in a pit and just, I hope you can't escape, basically. We're gonna get screwed here depending on what he destroys. Yeah, cool, he destroyed both my... Oh. I don't know why this garbage is in the game. Destroy is the worst design I've seen of anything in this game. It's putridly terrible. I was looking for sharp corners here. Now when we shield, we gain more damage, so we have even more scaling. The exact same thing that our 28-hour fitness is doing. Gonna move on from that. That's hitiful technology from the dudes there. Okay, I have too much stuff. Let's just get rid of some of this. Keep raising crit chance on you. You're 15%. It's not bad. And we need more money so we can really
Don't have scales.
get more
I could
upgrades
forge
here.
some for ya.
Or really bootstraps as well as possible. You're only going to be... Oh, you're 44, actually. Okay. That's not what I wanted you to hit, but it's fine. Actually, I probably should have kept that. There's a shield advantages. Probably should have kept that, because once we get enough value on everything, we want to take this out. We're getting pretty close to that point, but not quite there. I need to make some shmunners. So we're going to make some shmoney. Let's just... Probably should have took the help for the day. Or the damage, actually. The great thing is, you know, you can say, yeah, I mean, if you have more damage or health in that last fight, you know, that would have been the difference maker, right? No. No. Can I beat Property Baron? He actually, like, does scare me. I'm not going to put the boomerang in, because I need, like, all my burst. I'm just going to hope I can, because he's had some really good skills. Like, items have double value during combat. If I can get that, then we can just get rid of the pin FT right now. You can see when we actually get our full combo off and we're allowed to play the game. Imagine that, when you're allowed to use the board you spent 45 minutes making. Oh my god. They said, you know what? Here's a dinosaur dually, and then here's the skill you asked for. Okay. So this goes straight to 12 because your items have double value during combat. And then you'll go to 14, so we actually don't need pin FT anymore. So, now we need to start looking for some stuff. Hit the road, Jack. Please don't come back. I want to buy bootstraps. Obviously, you're not going on board. You're going on board, which is just even more scaling. You go off twice every 8 seconds, but obviously you are going 4 times at 8 seconds, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be even better.
You are enough.
Not gonna have enough
But I'm glad you bought this.
to upgrade anything else here. Ooh, I would have liked a shipment. I would have liked a shipment, and I'm gonna take the shipment.
Share this experience.
Charge 1 tech item. Give exactly 1 tech item. You are tech. That's actually really good. So every 5 seconds, you just yeah. I love the slingshot. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, if you have exactly 1 tech item, its cooldown is reduced. You're on our only tech item. And then so every 4 seconds, are you gonna charge that? Okay, if we can get it upgraded, it'll charge it even more.
You are enough.
I'll dump a little more money in there. But yeah, 48. Darn, I really wish we could have got there, but let's chill. We'll just get through this day. Okay, we are gonna level up. Good. Get some monster loot. Oh, I put money in my piggy bank and it upgraded something. I upgraded the slingshot, what I just said I'm not gonna put in. Yeah, be that guy, pal. That's just across the board cooldown. I'm probably just gonna have to do that, which is not like me complaining. I like that. That's good for us. Gold tier chocolate bars or gumballs? I don't think so. I think I'd like just a loot item. Sure, like I said, when you get good burn on this thing, it can stack up pretty darn quickly. 6 is like decent. I think I had immolating spark, whatever it is. Immolating spark, no, final burn or whatever it's called. Oh, actually, I can tell you right now. Final flame. That one's immolating spark. This should be fine. So let's see, the crew tools goes off, it charges that. Yeah, which means it goes off that much faster. That is sick. The only thing is this doesn't give this a multicast because it doesn't have enough value on it. But that's fine. It's a times 6 is just perfectly enough, and that charging it I think is well enough. A good combo there. That makes it go off an entire second faster, which is very good for us. 3140. I mean, honestly, Pickles Launcher at this point might even just be something we take out. That's 2 more slots we could use, you know, and we can just put slingshot in. So every 3.8, it's going off. It has 14. It's gonna shoot like crazy. Let's just give me an item really quick that I can buy or just sell, and then check me out on weapons. See if I can get a good small weapon here. You go ahead and get out of here. I actually could use that. Probably should have kept that actually, because I could have got the truffles for this dude in Stein, but we can find some other truffles here and there. That's just a meme and a half, I gotta say. That is a meme and a half. You have a good small? That's not a bad small. In fact, it raises our income, which with this skill raises our damage across the board. And it's every 6 seconds times 2 as well. So it's another multicaster with how much we're scaling off these. Should be good. The only problem with this, you're just too slow, is that your value is too low, which is what scares me. You scare me too. Let's see. Let's check it in combat. See what this does look like. 'Cause you're still at times 6 because you're still over the value threshold. It's just that you two aren't. But regardless, I mean, yeah, I think you, no, you're critting like crazy, I guess, even though you're 15%. That'd be the next thing to do is raise our crit chance. That didn't even get to fully go out like it did in that last PvP fight. Yeah, this still had only 200 damage less than that Pickles Launcher did in the last one. Yeah, and then combined with that, it had more than that Pickles Launcher had in the last PvP fight, which, when you put it like that, it's kind of just like wild on it. Take the XP here. We're gonna hit 13 so we can upgrade something, which is like the entire point of this. The only thing being we don't have the most money right now, and I really want to win these days. I'm gonna go out of my way just to put this in 28-hour fitness, and then save our money for the rest of the days and start putting that on everything else. In fact, I'll just take some loot, and then we have this piggy bank that's been going crazy, so we'll pop that open tomorrow, get all the money from that. Decide, do I want to play you or play you two? I think I'm gonna swap over to this, and we'll go from there. But the next day, we're gonna sell some stuff. We'll get rid of the Pickles Launcher, I think. Ride, this is our new board, which should just be better in every conceivable way. Try to get some value if we can find some truffles. That's gonna kill me because of Robo, and then he has freezes too. oh, my crude tools.
You fall like a boulder.
Oh my god, dude. God, I hate this game sometimes. Nobody wants to play the Bazaar. They just want to play absolute cowardice dog water. We're gonna slow the game down. No, you're not, little pal. No, you're not.
Lift you up, back onto your path.
This wouldn't save us with what just happened. This had a better chance of saving us for something like that because it can slow them down. Obviously, heals are really good too. We're not scaling off heals at all. To be completely honest with you, I'm gonna go slow. So I'm just gonna put it on the 20 hour fitness, and we're just gonna try to like infinite slow the enemy, so that if they're trying to do some absolute low IQ stuff like that, then we can just slow. Use a weapon or shield item. Slows one item per 1 second. Maybe find a curio too and bring that up if we can. Get a sharp corners upgrade. Get a nice. Honestly, let's see what we have here.
Are you prepared?
You get out of here. You go ahead and get out of here. You go ahead and pop. And then just give me some of that money. Be careful. We're at 32. Get a big thing here. Right, most shield item. I actually do kind of like that. Non-weapon items have crit. I just want to spin here for some upgrades. Honestly, that hitting crude tools, completely fine with that. There, okay. Actually, what? Okay, that brought its cooldown down, I believe. Correct? I'll look that up just to be sure that's what happened. Yes, it did. Get it a diamond, get another second off its cooldown. Would be absolutely huge. Maybe you're 22. Let's get a free item that we can sell. Really? You couldn't have done one that, like, you know, has value? Would have been kind of nice, I think. Let's go ahead and get this. Those crits on the yo-yo would actually go kind of crazy. We don't have a high crit chance on it. We only have 15%. But with how much it casts, it's critting a lot. That's nice there with the crude tools, because then that goes off. It charges another second. Yeah, if we can get that another second down, that'd be really good. That's like the best thing we can do. That's our rowboat on the boulder. That is so much shielding too. Okay. A pendulum at gold. Well, weapon skills.
If you do not train with me, I will not feel shame if you die.
I mean, that would raise their damage even more because of the in combat that we have. Let's do it. I mean, it'll double in combat, go up. I just need those first hits to do more so we can try to scale off of it, to be completely honest with you. Okay. Just getting whatever money I can from that node because I'm going to go to the final shop here and then just buy whatever we can.
But I can help you finish a fight.
What are you at? 22? I don't want you to be able to get hit from these. I don't think I would. And it just gets charged 3 seconds every time this goes off. So it's like, I put it this here, even if it's a diamond, it's only 2 seconds. Those could be better. Just looking here. Because I'm like literally. I don't want to lose the 2 times on the yo-yo. What if you did like that? Especially when this is diamond, perhaps? Because this is only charging this 1 second anyways. But if this is diamond, this would go off and charge this 2 times. And then when this rattled back to it for the first time, it would just keep charging it a bunch, especially if this gets to diamond. Yeah, that's literally gonna be what we do, but we need to spend some money first.
I prefer action.
I want you to get more value. Goodbye, goodbye. What are you at, Boots? You're at 38. Okay, go ahead and slam that. Throw it away. 46. Need to spend 2 more. Of course, you hit the thing that I'm thinking probably won't even stick around. Yeah, that's about typical. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna roll it this way for now. If I get the pendulum to diamond, then I 100% think that would be the way to do it. But with how it is right now, it would just be taking up board space that is more damage. He has juggler on. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. I was gonna say once he's happy, he's gonna freeze something for 99. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Cool. That's a fascinating board. This thing's funny. +1 freeze. Oh, it freezes. Oh, it froze 2. Thanks for answering. Okay. Got luckier than we did on the dinosaur fight, that's for sure. He had a lot of health, too. Obviously, that's why he's doing, like, the Lion King and everything. Very interesting, at the very least. I thought it was pretty cool. Small items. Maybe we could just get an upgrade on something. Would love that. But, don't really want to have any other items on my board right now. Or, oh, that's so awesome. Take something out of our stash that can't turn diamond anymore, and then we just turn this diamond straight from just spinning 8 gold. Get as much gold as we can for the rest of the day. Yeah, I think I have to. 5 gold there, and then hopefully get Lord of the... Actually, as much as I want his skill, if he can just drop us the pendulum, then that would be kind of peak, because we could just instantly get diamond pendulum and not have to chance it with our bootstraps.
Bazaar is corrupt.
But that'll take us to level 15. I believe level 16 is another upgrade of your choosing as well. That's nice too. Cooldown's always great. I will honestly just take the health. That's good with me. Puts us over 9,000. Insert your Dragon Ball memes here. And I love the idea of Radiant. I love the idea of Radiant on bad blocker, because it's just like that's the biggest part of our engine. So if this can't get slowed or anything, it doesn't matter if this is getting slowed, right? As long as this can go off, then it makes this go off. So that's really good for us there. Let's check some items here.
And sometimes I sell stuff.
28.
Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for
Bye.
Do you have to leave?
Oh no. Oh yes. Okay. I had the classic reaction of, oh god, I just hit something in my stash. You're twisting my nuts with a Allen wrench. But no, it was actually one of those good twists that you like to see. Let me hit that, let me hit that.
Enjoy your purchase.
Quite literally
So, how
can't
about
get
this
enough
weather
Nuffington
we're- Oh, you're leaving.
to go again. Yeah, I knew I couldn't afford it. I was just testing you. Okay.
Happy to make a sale.
Buy that shop out completely. 'Cause I would really like to get this to diamond. If I got that down to 2.7 seconds, you know how insanely good that can be? So that's our biggest thing for the next day. But again, every 3.7 seconds, this is going to go ahead and go off. And instead of charging this for 1 second, it's now going to charge it for 2 seconds. And then once this goes off, it's going to actually times 7 cast now. Because once this goes in combat, it'll have enough that this turns into a times 7, which is going to charge this, whatever 4 times 7 is, seconds. And then go back and charge the crew tools a bunch, which is going to make an infinite loop, I'm pretty sure. So as long as we can get, and don't want to jinx here, as long as we can get the bad blocker to go off, then we should have an infinite loop. Yep, that's an infinite loop, if I ever had to see one. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty cool. Our next big goal, that's at 6.4, is to bring down our cooldowns as quick as possible. Because this is an infinite loop, right? So this is our quickest way to bring that down. So we just have to get this to diamond on this day, go to 2.7 seconds, and then find whatever cooldown loot we can, which maybe like a little feather just dropped out of our supply crate. No, it's a med kit. It's not really what I was asking for. You're 36. Okay, I need money to even just like buy stuff. But oh, you've got to be sucking me sideways. Okay, that's not the worst thing though. We can hit like some chocolate bars and buy them and just get a bunch of value out of them, which then we can put into the rest of the day. Or just get 5 gold, or just do this for some damage. I don't even have money to pay for that, to get better damage from that, so I'd rather just take the gold.
Yes, I will dance with you.
Go ahead and give me more cooldowns. Just give me this again. It's your highest value item anyways, so you give me that, I bring my cooldowns down, I get enough money that I can shove into the bootstraps to get this crude tools to diamond, and then we are sitting just so absolutely pretty. Oh my god, I'm gonna kiss your mouth. Oh wait, I forgot. Bro's looking like Shrek macaroni and cheese. I mean that as a compliment. I'm literally just, I'm not even risking, I am shoving that in there. 2.5 seconds, which I think is not actually, no it is, it's 2.6. It rounded up. It was rounding down and then it actually rounded up, which is kind of weird. Regardless, like I said, let's get a little extra money. We can spin 10. So we were at 27, we spend 10, and then boom, because you have diamond loop, look at that, 32. Which, okay. Could be enough once I sell that if I buy stuff. Check something really quick. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, bad blocker upgrade is just 20 more shield, which to be completely honest with you, is just not what I want in comparison to like just having more health. Because all we need to do, once we survive 2.6 seconds, excuse me, hopefully we're good. But we'll see. This is either going to be extreme
but I've seen my
BS. Oh, she has some multicasting tools. Oh god, I'm scared. No, no, no. Come on, am I really going to die to this out of everything in the game? Oh my god. What?
talent. You should put it
Did I just
towards noble
base tank that? Oh, it did she only like 16% crit chance? That is so disgustingly strong. That is like the wackiest infinite I've ever made on Pig. Or in general, usually, you know, the infinites you see on Pig is just like Wrist Warrior, but look at this technology. 2.6 seconds goes off, and you're instantly in an infinite. Because this is 7 times throwing back all into this, which is basically fully charging. It's only 0.6 seconds off a full charge. Which then throws it back to this. Yo-Yo's just going off like crazy. Model Ship is just here to like jerk me sideways and make this a 2 times cast. I mean, even Yo-Yo is at 3.5 seconds. And it went off 18 times. It went off the same amount of times as the Radiant Bad Blocker. And making this to where it can't be destroyed or slowed or anything, just really put the icing on top of the pain. Like, that was absolutely beautiful. I don't even know what to say. Besides, that's probably one of the coolest Pig builds I've ever made. That makes me very happy. After getting my, you know, my little backside clamped down on by those dinosaur teeth, I was just like, let me get some cool regular enemies. Like that Vanessa there? He's doing Vanessa stuff, just regular Vanessa stuff, but was not standing up to that. That was absolutely beautiful. My god. Ranks me up to gold 2, very nice. Get to diamond here soon. I haven't been grinding as much this season, but I put some good grind in like the past 5 days or so and got up to, from, I think I was silver 5 all the way to gold 2 in one night, or sorry, gold 4 and then now gold 3. Gold 3 to gold 2. I don't know, I'm losing my mind because that was just so freaking cool. Okay. Get another chest here. I'll open whatever chest I have for you really quick if you'd like. There we go. We can just click this handy dandy chest button, which takes us straight there. I have like 4 of them. Then my chest from the past seasons, of course. Very nice. Well, that was absolutely beautiful. This is kind of why. Oh, yay, another free chest. Baller. I've become a bit of a pig main this season. He just has so much strong stuff. And when you can, obviously that's off of a pendulum, which is one of my biggest pain points with Mac right now. And he's gotten so strong, which I love Max. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm happy that he's strong. But at the same time, pendulum is not an okay item. Like something where it's just so easy to make infinites because the entire nature of the item is just slap 2 pieces of bread on the side of this and make a pendulum sandwich and you're going to the moon. As much as I love it, and I love watching it right there, because it's crazy watching stuff rattle around, I don't think it's healthy to have an item like that, especially when it pertains to the fact that it is one character's item and not just like a general Bazaar item. Because that was like, you know when you get the Necronomicon from the Lich and you're creaming your panties and you're like, this is going to make such a cool build? It's cool because it's rare. But since Pendulum is just a Mac item, you get it a lot more often, especially on Mac. And then it just kind of skews, I think, some of the balancing really hard in his favor to a certain degree. But either way, I'm really happy that we were able to get it there and make just an amazing build. If you guys did enjoy, you want to see more Bazaar, please let me know in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe is the best way to let me know, or just go ahead and leave a like. Anything you have is very much appreciated. Check out my Advanced GG and Discord. Links down in the description. And that's going to do it for me today. So, as always, have a great day.